Why is it that there's millions of books on personal development, leadership, business, and all that, but we still struggle? Information is not enough. There's plenty of inspiration out there. We need it. We need information. We need inspiration, but that's just the beginning. We have to actually implement. So, what will you do? The Inner Circle website under leadership, we have this document that is a 6-step disciplinary process. It's how to get a team member back on track. So the first part of it is to reinforce the right actions. Behavior rewarded is behavior repeated. If you reward people in the way that they like to be rewarded, you're going to get more growth out of them. That's why the 5 love languages are important. What do people really want? Everybody wants to be recognized. Everybody wants to be appreciated. So step 1 is reinforce the right behaviors. If you're working on a script and somebody does that script, man, that was awesome. Do it just like that every time. Reinforce it. So then you go through this process of an oral reminder, just, hey, listen, you got to remember to do that or stay on track. Remember, we got to do it this way. And then it moves all the way through having an actual coaching session all the way through termination if that's necessary. I don't like for that to be necessary, but sometimes it's necessary, not just for us, but for them. I don't want anybody on my team that doesn't want to be here long term. I don't want anybody on my team. Now, you don't have to be here forever, and phenomenal is a little different than my service company, right? All their life. But guess what? A lot of them choose to do that. Why? Because it's a phenomenal place to work. So whether it is getting people back on track on that system that's on the Inner Circle site, before you go into a coaching session, you have to determine what the desired outcome is. How can I get somebody back on track if I can't help them identify the difference between what they did and what they need to do? And where coaching for performance comes in, it's even better to have them identify it. Something didn't happen the way that it should. Somebody didn't do something that was their job. So it's a simple question. Hey, I noticed that this didn't get done. Isn't that on your PRD? In other words, did you know it was your job? Do you know how to do it? Do you have the resources to do it? Do you have the time to do it? The most important one is, are you willing to do it? See, it goes right back to this W here. Are you willing to do it? Guess what? If they don't want to do it, they're not going to do it. They're not going to do it long term. They're not going to do it well. Desire is not just for us, it's for all human beings. So what is the goal? So when I'm coaching someone who maybe missed the mark, I'm going to just ask questions. Did you realize that it wasn't done? Did you know that you're supposed to do it? Okay, raising awareness and creating responsibility, increase responsibility. Oh yeah, my bad. Okay, great. Can I count on you to do it this way tomorrow? Yes. Gets missed again tomorrow. We got to go back. We also got to look at our systems. We have to coach ourselves. Did my systems work? I love what Brian said a second ago, that he's just trying to get the job done and maybe putting people on stuff that, you know, well, can we really expect it to work out if we're not putting the right person on the right job in the right place? Now, listen, there's also a part of it that we're in this together, right? So I can't have people just, well, that's not the right fit for me, so I can't do that. Listen, we all have to do things that we don't want to do for at least a period of time until we can get to a place where we can have someone that's maybe better suited. That all of us have to multitask. All of us have to work outside of our disc profile. I was reading a book yesterday that I got yesterday. The late John Ruhlin, he and another guy started a company called Giftology. And in fact, John was going to speak at our conference, and I spoke to him the week before he died. I had a phone call with him, and we were setting it all up. And then I get this email that he passed away. This guy was a relationship guy, right? And he just knew how to build relationships. Well, his partner is more of the systems guy, the strategy guy, not the guy who's out there shaking hands. And in this book, he talked about the number of companies, including Giftology, that he had to move. The title of the book is From Crisis to Clarity. And guess what? He has a framework that he uses. So the point is that what's the goal here? What's the issue? What's the challenge? And then what we do is use the GROW model to structure the conversation. What's the goal? What's the reality? What are some of our options? And at the end of it, what are we willing to do? When you approach a coaching situation, your tendency might be to say, this person is a problem, or this person has a problem, or this person has phenomenal potential. Let me help coach them through the interference.